All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Thursday nights, a little bit late, but we're okay. I apologize for the delay. We had a few unexpected measures come into play, but everything is all good now. So, today, welcome back to the Return to Avalon. This is session 61, where we are probably going to be having a slightly shorter stream than usual today. Unfortunately, Jomini is going to be out sick, and Jen's work, unfortunately, also called her in. So, we are going to just have Dave, Brady, Cody, and Matt is going to be joining us in about 20 minutes or so. So, it's mainly going to be a... We're basically going to be covering an area of a time skip due to the fact that the Wanderers is slightly underpowered. But unfortunately, with a small blip of time skipping, there's also going to be consequences with that. And I also just realized that Opal is only level 14. She's supposed to be level 15. Okay. Good to know. At least I have something to do now. So while I work on that, we can also go talk to everybody else.
But if there's one in my house, I won't kill it.
Oh.
The only good spider's a dead spider.
I wouldn't say that. There are some good
would.
spiders.
I feel the same way about snakes.
Oh, speaking of snakes, dude, there was this freaking big snake that we saw in at my job today. Holy crap, this thing was like 3 feet long. And one of my coworkers just up and fucking picked it up.
Yep.
What did the snake look like?
It was a it was a garter snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a big garter snake.
Oh yeah, it was a big garter snake. Alright, so my dumbass accidentally forgot to level Opal up. And she has been... Yeah, she has been level 14 this entire time.
Good job.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, we were trying to think of something completely inappropriate for Twitch to discuss, but we really couldn't think of anything.
Good, you guys are running out of ideas.
We were we did bring up furries and scalies, and we just basically agreed, no.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to talk about on here. My chat is a safe place for everybody.
Immediately just... Yeah, it just immediately dropped off.
Yeah,
Basically, we were just saying, we're not into it, but it doesn't mean that it...
Yeah, let them do their own thing.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I just saw a meme on Instagram. I'd be in so much trouble if my thoughts appeared in a bubble above my head.
Oh yeah.
I would be dead.
Oh yeah.
I would be fucking dead.
It's not that I would be dead. I would probably be I would definitely be in a mental asylum. That's for damn sure.
Oh, same.
I think I... Well, I was going to say, I think I would be relatively clear, but then I remembered, oh yeah.
I would be in one of two places. I'd be in one of the few places: dead, in jail, or in a psych ward.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the same for all of us.
At the same time, I'm trying to remember where this song that I'm listening to on Spotify is from.
I definitely would have been in a lot more fistfights.
Same.
just reading a couple of things real quick here.
Figured as much.
Okay, that sounds pretty good, at least for Opal.
Where is this song from?
Because she gets another 8th level spell at 16th level.
I wish I could
Dave.
Google it, but it's entirely in Japanese.
But that answers my question. Never mind.
Oh, I just had the damn thing. Oh, that's what it was. All right, and it's not in the compendium. Love it.
Yeah, you gotta love those things. What spell?
Speak with soul.
Ooh. That sounds interesting.
Eh? Wait, this is a 6th level spell for clerics. Why is it in the 8th level slot? Did they
Perhaps
did
it's
they did they fuck that up?
Huh? What?
I think
Did
they
you fuck what up?
I think they fucked up.
Who?
PFSRD. I think they fucked up.
Why?
Speak with Soul is written here as a 6th level cleric spell, 4th level anti-paladin, 4th level medium, paladin, shaman, 6th level, and spiritualist 6th level. And it's in the 9th level or cleric oracle list, but it's a 6th level spell. All right, so I'm just gonna take something else then, which you guys are probably gonna like.
Interesting.
There's not much we don't like, so.
Well, how about immunity up to 8th level spells?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, so we have a lot that we got to cover. More specifically, a small time skip that you guys were supposed to be going through today.
Yeah.
We have about 15 minutes before Matt is going to jump on. So let's go ahead and recap. Last week, you guys decided that you all wanted to head down into the Underdark and try and find Naticula.
Yeah.
While you were
We
down there,
successful on that.
you were successful to a point, yes. However, you guys did not successfully take her down. You had to call for backup in forms of Maximus, Arabella, and Walter, who showed up. And also coming to find out that she had a umbral dragon waiting in the background, waiting to be summoned by a whistle that you guys found in the catacombs of the graveyard in New Satoria. The dragon began to attack the city, And you guys followed it to get the endangered race of the Kitsunes out of the city and teleport them to Faris. Meanwhile, you all come to find out that the elder of the Kitsune have perished. And Niticula was using her shape-shifting abilities in order to impersonate her. So, upon killing the dragon, you also found out that Niticula has placed a deadly curse on the dragon, which, as the body was rapidly decaying on the ground, it ended up cursing the land of New Saitoria, which is only about half a mile large. And Cursed Earth is, unfortunately, a necromancy spell that radiates into a mile-long radius on the center point of the curse. So, collecting Naotu and getting her and her people out to Faris, you decided that heading to Shinessa, the capital of the Underdark, would be the best move next. Using the Astral Caravan, you also come to find out that Shinessa was also overrun. Heading into the main area, or the main building, I think it's a castle at this point, you find a secret room where some of the heads and especially the Drow High Priestess was hiding. Unfortunately, upon your discovery, you also found out that 2 of your comrades have fallen. Grimmick, your gunslinger ratfolk friend, and Opal's brother, Onyx Florinia. With this new reality, the Wanderers have decided that it would be best to get as many people out of Shinessa as possible and return to Faris to have Yumari rush order special items for everybody in order to make sure that you're ready for the upcoming fights.
Yeah. Oh, I figured it out finally. It was from Naruto.
So, at the time you guys are in Faris, you have 174 days left on your clock. For what I have here in my notes, the items that you guys were getting crafted was going to take you a little under a month to craft.
Correct, yes.
Are there any changes to those artifacts?
I don't believe so.
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Fortunately, Opal is also going to be getting several artifacts crafted for her, namely ion stones. So, that is unfortunately going to increase your time from 24 days to 28.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Matt, hello. Matt? Are you good? Check your audio input, bud. We can't hear anything you're saying if you're saying stuff.
Maybe he should check his output. I was gonna say output too. But it looks like he can hear us.
Yeah. I don't like how my lights are flickering. What's going on?
You're not that far away from me, which is interesting that I'm not seeing anything.
It's not even raining. It's not even raining. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So, for the chat, while we wait for Matt to get his shit settled here, do you guys want to go over one at a time what each of you are going to have Yumari commission you?
Sure. Do you guys want me to go first since I have the simplest?
Sure.
I think both of us only have one item.
Well, Squish is getting a Staff of Illumination. Basically, it creates more light and deals more damage with light-based attacks.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm just having my rifle increased from a +5 to a +10.
Yep.
I'm getting my gauntlets increased from a +4 to a +10. And I'm also getting a manual at quickness of action.
Oh yeah, you're getting a manual.
Yeah, the enchantments on Dave's gun and the manual is what's causing you guys to be here for a month.
Yep. Well, I didn't have a +10 weapon, and I gotten to a point where I kind of need it. Besides that, I'm crafting my own scrolls during this time as well.
Right. I'm pretty sure Jen was also getting an upgrade to Vitalis's weapons.
I believe so. It's unfortunate she is not here to confirm, but
Right.
I believe that is correct.
Oh, we hear Matt.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can hear.
Okay.
I can hear a Matthew.
I don't know what's going on. I was just wiggling the audio jack around, and then it started working.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with that one.
All right. So, Matt, I don't know if you managed to hear or not, but
Yeah, 28 days. I can always hear you, just sometimes you can't hear me.
that is a good point. Is there anything that William needs to be upgraded?
I don't know, really. Like, give me a second to look at his sheet. I mean, it's not like I'm rolling in riches like the rest of these bitches.
This is free. It's free.
Oh,
You're being sponsored by the 9.
okay. Let's see. I mean, I think I have all the magic items that I... Oh, I can
Your
find...
gauntlets can go up to +10.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, someone looking at my...
Yeah, I am.
I was
I am as well.
wondering. Oh, okay. I was like, why is the sheet moving? I forgot. The gauntlets could go with the +10. I think for the most part though, like that's the only thing you could really get upgraded.
You could also get a manual, but that would also extend our time.
That'll extend your time frame a lot.
I don't know what a manual is.
It will increase your stats permanently, up to a +6.
Oh, Matt Likey.
I thought it was up to a +5.
Or yeah, +5. Sorry.
Fair enough. Well, you know that's a later thing. We'll just upgrade the gauntlets a bit.
All right, your gauntlets are a +5 at the moment, right?
+4.
+4. Okay, so you got to go up 6 levels.
Matt,
I
get
do-
nullifying at speed.
Nullifying and speed the defender gauntlets though.
That doesn't matter. Every time you hit something with nullifying, their SR goes down, and speed lets you hit more.
Seems like more your thing than my thing there, Buckle.
It'll help our casters.
What you say it like that?
And plus, Opal has a brand new fancy spell.
I like fancy spells. They make William strong.
Greater spell immunity.
Oh god.
Ooh, nice.
Because my dumbass accidentally forgot to level her to level 15, and she's been level 14 this entire time.
Oh dear lord.
It doesn't change the fact that she died, but
Yeah. Okay, so nullifying and speed. So nullifying drops at spell resistance.
Yes.
Okay.
By 1 for a minute for every hit you connect.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Alright, you're going in
What-
jail.
What's on your gauntlets right now, Brady?
Speed, nullifying, mimetic, key intensifying, and vampiric.
Well, you can put all that shit on gauntlets? I thought you could only put one enchantment on this shit.
The special things of enchantments like nullifying and speed and stuff like that can only go up to a +5.
Oh, I see. So
6,
so you
7,
can
8,
only
9,
have-
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is just raw damage and to hit bonuses. Otherwise,
Okay.
weapons would be fucking disgusting.
I see. So theoretically, I could put 2 levels of nullifying and 2 levels of speed on the gauntlets.
No,
No?
it's one.
How about-
You can only have one enchantment, one unique enchantment on
Okay.
weapons. So you can have nullifying and speed, which I believe are +2 enchantments. Correct me if I'm
+3s.
wrong. They're both +3s. Okay, so then you can only get one of them,
Okay.
and then either a +2 or a +1. As long as the pluses add to 5, you're good.
Okay. I mean, I might as well just put 3 things of nullify on it. I really don't care about speed.
Okay, so you would get +3. What the fuck is your? Let me see your gauntlets, because I'm
They're just a-
I'm confusing myself right now.
I don't know what's going on either, man.
Okay, so your gauntlets are just straight +4. You don't have any bonuses or anything.
He's got defender gauntlets.
Defender gauntlets. You can increase those? Hold on. Is that a wondrous item?
What is?
Defender gauntlets.
No. Defender is an enchantment.
Okay, that's what I was wondering then.
The enchantment is called defending.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gauntlets with the defending enchantment.
Okay, and defending is a +1 enchantment? Yes.
Yeah,
okay. So you can get nullifying.
Okay.
So that'll bring your gauntlets to a +4. You can get one more +1 enchantment, and then your gauntlets would be up to a +10 then.
Okay.
Magic item. Are you going off of magic weapons table? I believe so, right?
I've always done it this way.
Because gauntlets can also be considered armor as well. That's why I was asking.
Oh, they're on their gauntlets.
Okay, defending.
Yeah, they can't be considered armor, otherwise he loses benefits.
I lose a lot of benefits.
Right.
I don't count gauntlets on monks or brawlers or anything like that because it's kind of dumb that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So like Matt, you can also get frost on your gauntlets and deal an extra d6 of cold damage.
Don't you already deal cold damage?
I do
Yes,
already
he does.
damage.
Yeah, so you can get frost and add another d6 to it if you want.
I think it. Okay, so defending's a +1 enchantment.
Defending is, yes, a +1 enchantment. Nullifying is a +3. That'll bring your total to 4. And frost is a
Oh.
+1. That'll bring your total to 5, which is the max.
I see this now. I think I have figured out how this is working.
You could also get something like countering or dispelling if you want to have a. If you don't want to use that enchantment for just more raw damage that can be negated by PR.
Okay, so
dispelling allows it to store dispel magic spells, and then you can discharge it, I believe, either on a hit or on a critical. I think it's on a hit.
It's on a critical.
Dispelling functions like a spell storing weapon, but it only can store this. But it may only store dispel magic.
Okay, yeah, it does
However,
not. It does not require you to. It does not require you to crit to use that. Basically, it can store the dispel magic spell in it, and then you can, as an action, just release that spell to dispel a magic that's on something. Countering gives you a +2 to combat maneuver bonuses in order to sunder or disarm.
And then we get into sundering and disarm mechanics, which is fun.
Which might come in handy with people that have really big, heavy weapons that deal lots of damage, because then you can disarm them, and then they no longer have the big, scary weapon.
So, up to you.
A lot of things real quickly.
Yeah.
Because I have what, one more I can put on theoretically. I can just always put key focus on.
Yeah, that's another option.
Key focus won't really work on it because it's for using key on a weapon to. Key focus basically makes a weapon an unarmed attack.
I see. Well, what's it? I mean, I really don't care. See, my thought process was upgrading the enchantment on, like, upgrading the Defender enchantment. So I can do more with it.
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
No, especially for what Defender does. No.
Aw, what? Yeah, I'm just looking at the level, the 1 things.
You could also just take spell storing, and then we could have Noctis put spells into your weapon.
That you could just
Like shocking grasp.
That you could just discharge on command.
I think that would be a great idea. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Spell storing.
Let me go and make sure.
Spells. God damn it.
I want to make sure that's what you want to do, though.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Vicious is a +1 enchantment.
Yeah.
Deal 2 extra d6 of static damage, but you take 1d6.
Vicious is a fucking great enchantment, especially early levels.
Strike a crit flash tendency. The opponent in one. Oh, so it just does damage. I mean, I could take the 1d6 probably too.
Yeah, it deals an extra 2d6 of damage and 1d6 to you. It's amazing.
I could easily take that. Nah, I kind of like the idea of Noctis putting some really fucking weird spell in them, and then all of a sudden it's like, we'll do the thing.
Must have a casting time of a standard action. You can activate it as a free action, and it can hold up to 3rd level spells.
Isn't the medic the one where, like, the more you hit?
Medic's the one that lets me copy their immunities and resistances.
Oh.
And Matt, luckily for you, Fireball is a 3rd level spell.
Oh no, but I mean, the medic also is a pretty decent idea because it'll give me resistance and that jazz too.
Another good one is
what was that, Cody?
A lot for your weapon. Ally weapon.
Oh.
So it allows you to transfer your enhancement bonus to an ally who's wielding a weapon. They must have line. You must have line of sight on them, and it's a free action.
Oh,
Huh.
that
So
means
give
like
them
if you
the-
wanted to, yeah, like you could make my +10 rifle into a +20 for a turn.
Yep.
That's
However,
pretty
you
broken.
lose your enhancement bonus for that. Because you
No.
have to do it before you attack.
No, it doesn't. The enchantment bonus from an allying weapon does not stack with the enhancement bonus of an ally's weapon.
Ah,
Oh, yep.
That's not.
that sucks. Oh well.
Never mind. That's pointless.
Yeah, so like I said, you can get like vicious and deal more damage. You can do frost and deal more cold damage. I mean, hell, you could put keen on them and have your crit range go up. Like what are you critting off of right now? A 20? You would be critting on a 19 to a 20 now, if you get keen on it.
Grounding weapon. A grounding weapon can safely touch electrically charged surfaces without harm to its wearer. When used against a creature of the air subtype, it deals extra 1d6 of damage. The wielder of the grounding weapon receives a +2 competency bonus on saving throws against air and electricity-based effects.
That's actually not a bad idea considering Germany does a lot of electricity.
True.
Yeah, you can't put keen on it because it's not a piercing or slashing weapon.
Oh, it's a piercing or slashing? Oh, damn it. Oh, well. That sucks. Oh, well.
I think I like grounding because that sounded pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, you can do whatever you can get whatever you want.
And it's very willing to get something to be like, I'm connected with the earth, bitches.
True. True. It goes with your character.
Goes to the character.
Okay, so you're going with nullifying. What were the three enchantments? Nullifying, grounding,
And defending's already on it.
and defending's already on it. Okay, so you're just getting nullifying and grounding.
Yes.
Okay, make sure you are keeping track of those enchantments because people tend to forget very frequently.
Yeah. I'm going to put in some notes now.
Okay.
So they're now defending, grounding, nullifying guns.
Correct.
Did the bonus for them go up or no? Oh,
Yes, it does. It goes from +4 to +10.
Oh, okay. So now it's the defend.
So yes, that also means that your AC goes up by 6.
Woo!
I'm gonna regret this.
Wait. Does that mean mine goes up by 6 as well?
Do you have defending?
Do you have defending on your
No.
gauntlets? Then no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that his was for his enchantment bonus.
Yes, defending states that it increases the wearer's AC by the enhancement bonus of this weapon. I will get the exact wording in just a moment.
A defending weapon allows the wielder to transfer some or all of the weapon's enchantment bonus
At the start of to his AC at the start of his turn as a free action.
Which I always do.
Yes, but Matt, that also means that you will lose that bonuses on your hits.
Yeah, I've never used it on my hits. It's not calculated in my hits whatsoever.
That is not true.
No, it's not? I could have sworn I never put it in there. Because I just have that +5 from the Amulet of Mighty Fists.
Okay, that's from the amulet. Okay, then never mind.
Yeah, I've never put it in there because I never plan of using not using defending.
Okay, so then yeah, your AC goes up by fucking 6. Where do you have your AC fucking calculated here?
Oh, I just always just put it in temporary because it comes and goes.
Oh, well then
It's not static.
you could put it here in miscellaneous.
Oh, I guess I could. So
Or
I mean,
if you want to keep putting it in temp, that's up to you. It's on me.
yeah, because it's one of those things where like it technically I don't always have it, and if I don't do it as the free action, I technically don't have it.
That is true. All right, that's
So-
fine.
Ah, that 34 hit points. I see I was doing much better last time I fought.
Yes. You guys are fully healed now, by the way.
Oh, good, thank God.
Yes, you guys are fully healed. Everybody has all their spells back. So, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of the session then.
Woo.
So, because Matt now needed +6 to his weapon, plus the 3 extra enchantments, this is going to add a few more days to your calculations. So, you are now going to be losing 41 days.
Oh shit, that many?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Or, no, not 41. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Was it 37? 38, 39, 40. Yeah, 41 days. Sorry.
Yes, keep subtracting time from the doomsday clock.
I thought we were at 24 days. How else did it go
Opal.
Opal.
up?
It's not like we don't have demons to fight and an entire world to save. We're just chilling for a month and a half.
Just out of curiosity, I'm looking at the scroll.
It still says the same thing.
Okay.
It hasn't changed. However, there are things that have around the world. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have been keeping an eye on progress of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. At least trying to.
You have in that time lost 5 cities. Two in the Underdark.
Lost 5 cities in that time.
5 cities. 2 in the Underdark, 3 in the surface world.
What ones did we lose above ground?
Vormir is gone. Fiskal,
Okay.
gone. Elder Pond, gone.
Well, shit.
And underground?
The Underdark,
Yep.
you lost Shotak and whatever this one's name is, I forget it.
I feel bad that we
This
were not
one down
seeing
here?
them.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Praxis.
Praxis, right.
Oh,
Alright.
we lost capital.
Alright.
Here's a question for you now, Josh. Because Squish doesn't really need a
Okay.
reason to sit idle. Can Squish forefront evacuation for those cities that are being attacked while my party is getting ready? It doesn't have to be every city, just any time I could actually provide retreat, I would like to.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, then that's fine. That would be a thing that you would do like away from everything while all this shit is getting worked on.
Yes.
Feel
So
bad, but we just need to get better weapons.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but
I'd like to do a new. I would like to do a new trace on Baphomet.
okay, fair enough. If you give me just a moment, because I'm sending. Whoops. I'm sending Jomini and Jen off on a mission of their own.
Oh fuck it! I'll do a new trace on all of them.
Have we seen all of them now?
Okay, so Krachinos
I
is
know most of them.
Krachinos has moved in the last month or
Alright.
so. He's back in Algaroth.
Did he
About
ever
time.
respond to my strongly worded letter?
No.
All right.
he has not. You have a complete trace on Baphomet. He is over the Galahad Academy.
Where the hell is he going?
Hagenti is in Saipei currently.
Kind of figured.
And unfortunately, you have not seen the other demon lords, so you cannot trace them.
But I can still get a report from Father Endur, and I can get a report from other people.
Right. Your reports of Father Endur will state that I forget what this guy's name is. Hold on. Kostashti. That's the weird one. He is currently taking refuge on like the peak of the mountains.
So they're holding him off.
Yes, they're holding him off. Pazuzu was last sighted over Scrabland. He has been seen in Camaville heading north. He's heading to the bank. To the bank's headquarters.
Of course he is.
Alright. Any report from War?
As she's saying all this, I'm moving them around on the giant map.
Let's see. Let me move this and nice. He has been rumored. Wasn't good enough on that roll. He has been rumored to be near Shadowspear in the Wildlands.
Were we able to determine what was going towards Aldic or not? Was it just a wave of mid-level demons, or was there a lord with them?
Give me a luck roll.
You want me to roll for luck? D100?
Yep. Roll for luck. D100. 32. None of the scouts have been able to get back.
Okay.
I was about to say, what is a good luck roll on that? Like,
50.
what's the good outcome of that?
I have it set as 0 to 15 is very bad. 15 to 25 is bad. 26 to what's the opposite way around? 100 to 99. 100 to 95 is really good. Or 100 to 95 is really good. 95 to what would that be? 80 is good. Like 50 is average. It's like 45 to 65 is average, and then there's that gray area in between.
And I got in the gray area in between.
Yeah, just depending on the situation.
Okay, not what I meant, but cool.
What about in the Underdark? Has anyone been able to catch sight of either Kaisel or Orcus? Because I think those are the only ones we're missing.
Kaisel and Orcus, yes. There has been reports of very, very strong necromantic energy coming from the site of Aenor. So you're probably guessing that he's there.
I'm gonna put the one for Orcus right on the east passage. Yeah, east passage.
So you're placing the Orcus over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Like just an estimated area because we can't see the map of the Underdark on the overworld map.
You guys are on the Underdark map.
No, I mean on the big map in the war room.
There is a map of the Underdark as well.
Kind of like why in Alaska are on the U.S. map.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh.
Okay, then I'll put him actually where you have him on the map there.
Okay. As for Kaisel, nobody has seen her. There also has been no reports for Fraz Blue, the Demon Prince.
Alright. Fine.
And that covers just about everybody.
We've only slayed 3 of these motherfuckers, oh god.
Alright. Well, here's my plan. I want to take Father and Dur back.
That is a good idea. They are supplying the war effort as well.
My plan, we can get rid of Kazushi. We can clear out between Winter Hollow, Ocean Pass to Bodazol, and up to Father and Dur. And then we
Father and Dur
can
would be a safe haven.
And yes, we can create a safe path for all living refugees to go to Father and Dur. It's a mountain. They've got tons of mines. We can hide out there and push back from there.
What about the refugees that you guys have stored in Faris?
I would take everyone there. Everyone that we could.
Okay. With this in mind, you guys being in Faris, obviously you guys are going to be speaking with the Nine very frequently. At least those who are, at least those who have, who have stuck around.
Yeah.
Because Hino is out doing things and helping out everybody, basically. Walter is still MIA, or dead, in your eyes. Eve is also out helping people. Yumari has been busy helping you guys. Ezekiel has actually been helping out as well.
You would hear a lot of information.
Yeah. Guton is MIA. You have not seen Guton this entire time. Raze has been following Baphomet. Medell is taking care of some people, the refugees. I'm pretty sure Arabella would also be doing it as well. And you have also not seen Tarzar this entire time, or the kids, for that matter.
That's fine. Can I actually ask a request from Raze?
You want a request from Raze?
I want him to alert us if Baphomet heads towards Mihari.
That could be done. That very much can be done.
So right now he's the best trace we have on Baphomet. So if he could alert us if he heads towards Mihari, because the second that Baphomet goes towards Mihari, he becomes priority number 1.
Yeah, that's a cataclysm waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Algaroth could probably hold itself out for long enough for us to get there. And he might take out Redania on the way, but Mihari is priority number 1. So that is my plan so far. We take back Father and Dur, kick Koshi out, restabilize this area, then obviously get rid of Baphomet. Then I would say probably Pazuzu. He's just kind of floating or doing not really much of anything.
He is going for the World Bank.
Banks could be rebuilt.
True. And it's not like there aren't heads of each individual bank in the main cities.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the plan. In between this, you guys have been called forth to a small meeting. So it is going to consist of Opal, Squish, Alicia, and Morgan. Let me go grab everybody else that is part of this meeting. It's going to be Onaji, Ishtala, obviously, since she is technically your general. May, Al, who am I missing here? And Natsu.
See, Natsu's still alive.
Or not, and Nissaman. I forgot about Nissaman.
At least Natsu's still alive.
Yeah, you guys got her out of Faris.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. So
Yeah,
They're not Faris, New Satoria.
we got all of the citizens in New Satoria out, except for, I want to say, a handful that died.
Yeah, a small hand.
Guards.
Like you could probably count on two hands how many people died.
Yeah, we were very effective at getting them out.
Yeah, the guards in the house that we were in, her mother.
We need to start a kitsune breeding program.
huh.
Dr.
Yeah,
Fertility, where
that's
are
a
you?
great, that's a great idea. Leaving.
Leaving. Mhm.
All right. So basically, we're gonna go ahead and pick up probably around this time. Once you guys are, this is going to be at the tail end of the days that it's going to take Yamari to get your items to you.
Mhm.
Like you're going to be getting
Okay.
your shit today.
Nice.
Gotcha.
And it's basically you guys are just sitting around a table, like discussing war efforts and stuff like that, strategies and everything. This would be where you would tell your plan to fortify Fathernder, basically.
I'm assuming there's a map of the world on the table.
Yeah, there's a map of the world on the table. I didn't have enough time to make a map for this, but
It's all good. Either way, I'm still putting the little figures in the places that Alicia
yeah.
found them.
Yeah. So Ishala would be going over like updates and everything on like where the armies are placed and all this bunch of war talk and everything. Brain work. Oh my god. Yeah, it's the conversation is basically just going to be starting when May's just going to be sitting there like rubbing her temples together, just saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do. It seems like every week we're losing another city."
Well, perhaps it's time we start taking back cities.
I think it's in our best interest to prioritize civilian life, alongside getting rid of
Remind
the
me,
lords.
Josh. Is Wolfhelm the only port city in this tiny little island of Winter Hollow?
Of Winter Hollow?
Yeah.
Yes, Wolfhelm is the port city. Except
All
for what was North Face.
And I'm assuming that's the one at the back?
Yes, the very back.
Okay.
That was a passage from North Face to Ocean Pass. And Ishala is just standing over the table looking at everything and saying, While I do understand your placement and where your mind is and trying to save civilian life, Alicia, it's just
Morgan said that.
Morgan, I apologize. It's just very, very difficult to move massive populations of cities at the same time.
What of the mages who can teleport many people at once?
Nisovan's going to speak up and say, my mages are currently spread far, far throughout the world. It's in even the Silver Cloaks. We have them spread out far too thin.
Well,
I'm doing my best to make sure that I don't start dipping into the student body.
you do what you need to do. We have 2 of our own that could be very helpful in this manner.
And I appreciate Noctis watching over the school for me. In defense. He's not teaching, he's fucking defending. I just want to clarify that.
Okay. I was going to say...
Professor Noctis, shut up, lightning!
I was going to say, both Noctis as well as Squish could teleport vast numbers of people instantly. I've seen Squish do it personally when we evacuated New Satoria. Almost limitless the number of people he could take to one particular place.
I understand that, but it's at the point. Onaji's going to fill in Nisovan's sentence and saying, having the Wanderers spread out is, in the eyes of the general population, is worrisome. For what I've heard throughout the camps and the refugees, that they feel much more safe with the 6 of you working together, or the 7 of you working together to take down the bigger threats.
Yes.
Fair enough.
It gives them hope that they actually stand a chance of surviving.
Now, do remind me, from Wolfhelm through the entire continent of Winter Hollow, up through Ocean Pass to Fotazal, up through Father-Ndur. As of this present moment, the only known threat is Kostashi in Father-Ndur, correct?
At least to our knowledge.
Well, perhaps it's time we kick Kostashi out of Father-Ndur and begin sending people through this path.
As many people who can evacuate as possible.
It just comes down to the distribution of resources at that point. While Father-Ndur is a great place of fortification, we're also talking hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of lives. They don't have natural resources and enough natural resources to supply that many people. They're a mining city.
What would you suggest then?
Hino's going to speak up and say, personally, I feel much more safe with the people in my daughter's kingdom. Faris has done everything that they could to make sure that everybody is safe, has at least something over their heads to protect them from the weather and food in their stomachs. I just wish she was here to actually talk about this.
Well,
Ishala's going to look over and say, Hino is doing more than enough at the moment.
if Faris is the place that has the best chances of fortification and the best amount of resources to supply the refugees, then Faris is where we'll need to send people.
Other than me and Squish, is anybody from the Nine in this room with us?
At the moment, there is nobody from the 9.
Okay.
Now too, as this is Ishtala speaking. As for your situation, are you sure you want to proceed with what you were talking with me earlier about joining the war efforts? Yeah. I want to help. As much as I can.
Natsu's the one saying this?
Yes. Before all this happened, Natsu approached Ishtala and came up with the idea of Natsu teaming with Mei and Al and essentially joining the White Lotus to help out with her stealth and abilities basically on par with Mei. It would be great to have somebody with her skill sets is there as well. And Ishala is just gonna smile and nod her head and say, "If this is what you desire, then by all means, I have no problems with it." And May spoke her mind earlier, saying that you are technically in charge of your people now in Faris. With the passing of your mother, that does mean you are now in charge of New Satoria. And she says, and Naosu just shrugs her head and her shoulders and says, "Well, according to the history books, that's going to war is how kings become kings. And besides, I'm more than capable of fighting." And May's gonna look over and say, "Albeit without a reset button this time." Now she's gonna nod at that and say, "Yeah, that is true, but to be fair, it's kind of hard to find us if we're trying."
Quick question, Josh.
Sure.
Is it common knowledge that the Oracle powers are passed down by bloodline at this point?
No. The
Not
only
until after the war.
the only people who know that are the Wanderers. That is it.
Actually, I don't know if does the Wanderers actually know that it's going to be passed down through bloodline?
Yes, it was explained to you by the writer.
Okay.
When you guys had the red pill blue pill encounter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the only people who know that are you 7. That is it.
Morgan's gonna speak up at this point. Natsu, you are an oracle, correct?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, yes,
answers-
technically. Not officially.
Well, there is a bit of information you should know. There is a very good chance that the Oracle powers will no longer be provided the way that they were.
This is going to gain the attention of everybody at the table now.
Spoil the fun.
Perhaps I should explain.
And that is a better idea than me explaining.
So basically, after this war is over, the gods are leaving.
I'm sorry,
They'll
what?
no longer be part of this world. They'll no longer be able to affect this world. They are going to be taken away by the greater gods and punished for the things that they have done upon this plane.
Or lack of.
Or lack thereof. In exchange with this, or because of this, Oracle powers are no longer going to be passed on to a newborn child when the Oracle dies. Oracle powers will be passed along bloodlines instead. An Oracle will conceive a child, that child will receive that Oracle's powers, so on and so forth. If that bloodline dies out before that Oracle is able to have an heir, that Oracle's powers will disappear forever.
May is gonna sit down and lean back in her chair and say,
And I'm going to look at Natsu and I'm going to tell her, if you are to become an Oracle, think wisely about if you want to join this war. If you survive but die at the end of it, you very well may be the last of whatever Oracle line you are supposed to be.
Natsu's going to look up at May and ask, how is that going to work for the Nine-Tailed Spirit? Nine-Tailed Kitchens are born every 1,000 years.
Considering that the Nine-Tailed Spirit of Avalon is not any form of deity whatsoever, the Nine-Tailed Spirit of Avalon shall continue to exist once every 1,000 years.
May is just sitting back in her seat, and she's not speaking. She's just like completely dumbfounded.
Surprise!
Which would also bring up another thing that I should mention. I know Arabella wishes to become a goddess. At this moment in time, I would highly advise against it, lest she be taken along with the rest of the gods by the end of this war.
Especially since Hino already has somebody that she's looking for. Who would this be, May? This is Onaji talking. That's a story for another time. Now, what was Squish going to say?
Don't worry about it. It's more along the lines. Actually, I will say it. She may not be taken away just due to the fact that she was not technically involved within the world prior to this judgment.
Opal's going to speak up and say, although the writer was very keen on, he seemed very serious. Like, I'm
If they are a god in this world, they will be taken away. There will be no gods left upon the plane of Avalon. Nor will they ever be allowed to return.
Natsu's going to speak.
Abilities and powers granted from worshipping a deity will still remain.
Well, both divine and arcane magics will be studied rather than gifted. Most people would be more akin to what I do. Study, what me and Noctis do. Study books. A lot of books. In order to use magic.
Natsu's going to speak up and say, so it's almost like a second collapse?
Is a second collapse, yes. But it's better than this world not existing whatsoever.
May's going to speak up after you say that and say, I wouldn't call it a collapse. The first collapse, everything was taken away from us. Our deities, magic, everything.
Almost all magics were taken.
True.
Studied magic was still
Brady,
thing.
that is not true. Even studied magic was taken.
Oh.
Arcane, divine, everything was gone.
I thought arcane was still a thing.
No.
Okay. Disregard what I said then. Oh yeah, that's right. Lunaverse from Offplane.
Correct. Suddenly, you guys are going to hear the sound of a teleport crack. And through that teleport, Hino, Yumari, I don't know why their tokens are appearing so large. Hino, Yumari, Grim, and William are going to appear.
Caution, I'm randomly redlining, so if I stop talking in the middle of a statement, that is what's happening.
That is fine. So,
Up, everybody.
they're going to appear, just poof. You're just going to sigh and say, "Sorry, I'm so late." And you could like slightly see that there's like splotches of blood on her outfit and such. There's a little bit in her hair. It's actually, it can't be in her hair. Her hair is fire.
William's actively avoiding her hair.
You know, Yumari.
Well, the important thing is you're here now.
Correct. So Natsu's going to scoot over, have Hino sit down. Yumari's going to remain standing.
Morgan's gonna motion William over toward between her and Alicia.
William's gonna do like he's assuming there's not a chair. William's gonna bend his one knee down, bring his other leg over top like he's air chairing.
Fair enough. He just has to not move for 6 seconds, and then he won't be able to be moved. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even gravity could affect this man.
And Grim is going to fly over
Seriously.
in between. Grim is going to fly over in between Nisavin and Opal.
Well, we were just discussing our plans to fortify a location to bring people to. I suggested Father and Dur, but people had issues with that, saying that there wasn't enough resources. I seem to think Faris would be better. Need your input, though.
Well, Faris would be a better place for refugees, considering that we have an infinite amount of food and water for everybody. We have enough. We can spare enough resources.
Not to mention, even though Father is formidable, Faris has, well, you know, the one person on this plane who says "fuck everyone, fuck the rules."
Oh, speaking of wanderers, Yumari has your items that you requested.
Hey, thanks.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, something that we also discussed that you should be privy to now that it's been revealed. Once the war is over, the gods will be taken away from this plane.
Oh, this story? I've heard this story before.
Wait.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
I tell you?
Yeah, you would have told her.
Yeah, I told her.
Okay. I suggested that perhaps if Arabella is trying to become a goddess, because I know she wants to be one, may want to refrain until after the war.
My associates and I are going to be having a meeting of our own to discuss a plan that we have in motion.
Very well.
Care to share your little plan with the table, Hino? Unfortunately not, Auntie. It's company business. Very well.
So, if we're gonna move people to Faris, I assume you want to use magic, but there's also the option of using land travel or going by the ocean, unless that's not applicable.
Unless we somehow could commission a bunch of airships, if they already have them.
Well, luckily for you, Faris can also supply those. We have technically 2 of them that are working. two of them are are transport ships, and two of them are my ships, my personal ships.
If we could, it would be very helpful to use those to get to the people we can't get to yet.
I can speak with Maximus and see if he can begin an escort of them.
It does bring up the question of the people from the Underdark, because that is going to fall faster than the Overworld at this point.
Are there any demon lords still active in the Underdark, or were they just...
From what we understand, Kaizul is still down there, and from what I've noticed, it sounds like Orcus has made his standing grounds there.
Oh, charming. How much fun.
There has been a lot of necromantic energy falling from the Underdark.
Seems like it's concentrated in Aenor, from what I've been able to gather.
Besides my own necromantic powers, I have noticed an interference. It's not severe, but it is worth looking into. That was my next goal to look into.
Just be safe if you do, because if he is down there,
I will inform
be
you.
difficult.
I will inform you and the 9 as quickly as I can.
How are... Last I heard, Eve was helping out Father Endur, correct?
I unfortunately had to pull Eve out of Father Endur due to Walter.
That is understandable. Last report I heard, Kostashi was taking refuge on the top of that mountain and is currently not sieging Father Endur.
That is correct. That was Eve's report. She managed to drive him back. However, it's not going to be forever.
I had asked for Raze to give me updates on Baphomet. The second he heads towards Mifuri, Baphomet becomes priority number 1.
Yeah. He has been keeping me updated, which, by the way, we are potentially going to be losing the Academy.
Yes, I understand. Galahad Academy is going to fall likely within the next week.
That raises the question, though. We want to try and save it?
Well, we could we could make him no longer a threat instead of continuing to watch his movements.
Let's think about this. Father Endur has probably a bit more time due to Eve's interaction. But if Galahad Academy falls, we lose years and years of military strategy, training, and other things that will not be easily refound, unlike forges and factories.
And if Father Endur falls, we lose a supply line to the war.
Well, here's the thing. Kostashi is going to take some time, albeit probably not much time, some time, to regather his strength and then begin besieging Father Endur. We could strike while the iron is hot and have the advantage over him, or we could make Baphomet no longer an issue.
May's going to speak up and say, in my personal opinion, our military is dwindling as it is. Losing the Galahad Academy would also mean that we're also losing all of those recruits, scrolls containing histories of military tactics, and, as William said, important information in regards to war efforts and training and such like that.
You can lead an army, but it's hard to lead an army without information.
And you don't want to repeat history.
As much as it hates me to leave Fafnir as it is in Father Endur, there is a bit more of a timeline there that we have a bit more of a window in that area than we do with the Galahad Academy. Most of the other deals that we know about are in between going somewhere, doing something else. One is actively sieging.
Well, Higanti is actively sieging Saipei right now. There is that, unfortunately. But... Oh, and war has been noted around Shadowspear. Well, rumored, at least.
Well,
Haven't been able to determine what's heading towards Aldic at this moment in time. No one's been able to report back on that, unfortunately.
Aldic is
heading towards Stax's World Bank.
Aldic is becoming a very concerning subject, considering that none of our scouts have been able to make it back.
It would be high risk, but I would appreciate it if somebody would be able to look into the Aldic situation.
Perhaps I can pull Guton and I can send him to Aldic and find out. He's been in far worse situations.
If you could, unfortunately, he's been MIA for the last couple of days. Then again, he is good at hiding.
I have him scouting somewhere at the moment.
Very well. Meanwhile, I believe we should retake Galahad Academy as quickly as we can. Get rid of the threat before it becomes a threat. In the meantime, obviously Kazushi is going to regain his strength, but by that time, hopefully we'll be able to take him down as well.
It's hard to train an army without the knowledge of. It's hard to train the army with the knowledge of the predecessors. If we want to have any hope in keeping military strength active, we need to have good soldiers instead of just fresh recruits.
Well, yes, obviously. Then that is settled. That is our next target, Baphomet on Galahad Academy.
All right. Someone do the thing.
Are we doing it right
By the
now?
way, I'm going to be directing this to Anaji. By the way, I don't really like stirring pots, but this is something that I really need an answer to. Have you or Nisavin any idea what Krachinos was doing at the Rook School of Magic when he should have been in Algaroth?
Personally, I don't know what Krachinos is up to. He was defending the academy for a while until he contacted Nisavin. And Nisavin speaks up and says, Krachinos was just in the academy defending everything, and then suddenly he called saying that he had to leave.
Likely when I told him that he should have been back at Algaroth defending the city, because that's what Hino told me he was supposed to be doing.
I will return to Algaroth and I will see what he's doing.
I just want to make sure he's not doing something stupid. Or dangerous. Or both. I really don't need to be losing one of our highest level mages at this time.
I'm just gonna look for him.
No offense, Onaji, but there's a good chance that he's doing both. Something stupid and dangerous.
Knowing him?
Very
I'm
well.
sure at this time he's probably panicked and trying to look for literally anything he can do to try and save this world, and I admire him for that. It's just, we need him, and I can't be having him risking his life.
Speaking of rebuilding, where's the architect?
Did he happen here?
No.
Yeah.
No, the architect has sealed himself within the Vault of Silence.
It is
Probably
the safest place
for him. Jinx.
Hey, we said different things.
We ended up saying the safest place for him at the same time.
So what, you both owe me a Coke?
Anyways.
Anaji's going to stand up as Ishtala is going to begin gathering everything and saying, very well. In that case, then, I believe this meeting should be adjourned. I'm going to return to
Yes,
Algaroth.
quite.
She's going to pull out. She's going to pull out her trident, tap it. She's gone.
Who was that? Who left?
Onaji.
Onaji.
Hey, Grim.
Hold on.
You were
William.
Okay.
Well, if anybody else doesn't need anything from me, I'm gonna go make sure that Noctis didn't burn down my college.
That's a smart
Good
idea.
idea. A good idea. I don't need him burning down the college.
Due to lightning.
Ishchala is going to stand with all the maps and everything and say, "I'm going to return to Aenor. I need to understand the situation down there. Keep a sharp eye out."
We
Same
will.
to you.
And
Be as careful as possible.
be as careful as possible, please.
Hino is also going to stand up, and with Yumari is going to walk over to her and say, "I will go inform Raze that you all are on the way, and I will go contact Gutan and tell him to reroute his investigation to Aldic."
Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
I need you three to roll me perception rolls.
Okay.
There you are.
Where did my character sheet go? Hooting, hooting, hooting.
Oh, I've returned. Oh, now I'm gone. Oh, I'm back.
All right. Alicia and Morgan, you guys happen to see Hino like give a stern look to William as she turns around, and Yumari gives you guys a bow and returns her and Hino back to Faris.
William's just gonna shoot some finger guns.
Morgan's gonna side-eye William.
I don't, in all honesty, I don't know what I did this time. Oh, wait, I do actually know what I did this time. Grim, should we tell them the thing?
This is war. It is no time for secrets. Spill it, whichever one of you.
Okay, so I already did. We tell Hino? I assume we told Hino, right, Josh?
Did you tell Hino? That wasn't a part of the plan.
Nope, it wasn't. I just didn't know why I was getting side-eyed. This time, it happens a lot. All right, so if you want to remember me and Grim a bit, May sent us on a thing, right?
No, Hino sent you on a mission.
Oh, that's right.
Because of May.
Yes.
Hino overheard May talking about Krachinos being really fucking weird, and with the Wanderer's reports, Hino got paranoid.
And she asked me to do a thing.
She sent William and I on a secret scouting mission to see if we can understand what Krachinos has been up to.
And I kind of didn't want to tell her, so I didn't. But I'll tell you all, so we can maybe think of a better idea than the half-baked ideas I think of. Krachinos has gone fucking off the wall.
May, Al, you guys might want to stay here for this.
Off the wall, how?
He's basically trying to persuade Onaji to shoot Hino with the bow of judgment, so Hino goes poof.
What?
Hi.
What?
Hey, May, calm down. I'll make some tea. But yeah, that's kind of what he's planning.
Krachinos.
He's not the only one you need to worry about getting angry.
Krachinos believes that because of Hino's demon lord spirit in her, he wants Onaji to shoot Hino with the bow of balance in order to completely collapse the abyss.
How would that collapse the abyss?
I mean, there will be legitimately no more demon lords, so thereby the plane of the abyss goes poof.
There won't be any powerful spirits, or in this case souls of demon lords, in order to establish a connection with the plane. That's how the abyss works.
I mean, I knew the concept of something having to be done about the demon lord's soul within Hino was going to come up one way or another.
But the fact that
Didn't expect it to come up this way.
But the fact that Krachinos believes that he... Oh my god, she might actually do it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a wee bit of an issue. I mean, it's a very big issue now that I think about it. But, can we maybe talk and send sense into Onaji? She's a reasonable person.
Onaji will do what she thinks is best for the plane.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately, William, I know where you're coming from, and I like to think of Onaji as a reasonable and understanding person. But given her role in this world, in this world. If Patronos is able to convince Onaji that Tino's existence on this plane is an issue, she will.
Yeah,
And unfortunately at this time, given what we are attempting to do, which is collapse the abyss, if she is the only demon lord left living, she will be the one that needs to be dealt with in order for the abyss to collapse.
Well, Squish has idea.
Oh, thank God, someone does.
What's your idea, little one?
What if we discredit Inaji?
Make her
In
unworthy
what way?
of imprisonment?
Well, we all here know that the gods are going to be punished after all is said and done. We could throw her name in that lot, but more along the lines within the plane itself. Unfortunately, Onaji will be an outcast, but her political power will be stripped from her.
Unfortunately, as much as that plan sounds a good idea, this is May speaking, by the way. As much as that plan sounds like a good idea, there's a slight problem with that.
And what's that?
Onaji
That's not going to have any effect over her powers as the divine Justicar.
in the concept of the multiverse, and I'm sure Grim can correct me if I make a mistake here. The concept of the multiverse states that separate realities have different pantheons. Onaji, remember, is the sister of Alteria and Cycrix. They came from a separate reality. So therefore, their pantheon was different. She was granted the powers of the Bow of Balance from a separate pantheon.
Yeah, that is a bit of an issue.
Now,
Not just
when
that, but
I-
political power has nothing to do with that.
actually has
we would-
quite a lot. If we
Not
strip
really.
her of political power, we can take claim to the Bow of Power.
That's not how the Bow of Balance works.
What if we ever find that gem in the woods?
It's a bow.
It's a bow of divine powers. It's almost the same as... How can I put it this way?
Isn't that really big hammer that we found?
Hold on. Let me explain to you what I'm trying to say is, like, we can't just take the bow away from her.
You can, but it'll be very difficult.
That's the whole shtick here. That's all
I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to say. Because
I don't know.
in reality, if we manage to remove the bow from her hands, we know that it's not going to be used to destroy. I'm drawing a blank in names right now.
Hino.
Yeah.
You also have to remember, Squish. Onaji is also a powerful mage.
Wayne could be winning that fight any day soon.
Not nearly.
And it also doesn't help that not only is she skilled in magic, she's also skilled with the bow.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Now,
we as a joke wanted to test and see how well she is. When during the Age of Exploration, when we first discovered where Rustbury was, we were in Rustbury when we were having this idea, and we decided to just see how far Onaji could shoot. We found the arrow embedded in a tree in what is now Qatar.
Okay, so my idea is completely missed on your guys.
Where's Qatar?
I'm not looking
Rustbury?
to fight her.
Qatar.
Yeah, I'm not looking to fight Anaj. There's no way we're gonna fight her. That's not what I'm trying to get at.
What are you trying to get at, Cody?
I understand where you're
Don't
coming from.
really
You
understand
want to take the bow. The thing that is blocking you from taking the bow from Onaji is that she can use magic. And if Krachinos is in on this, that's even more of a roadblock.
It's more along the lines of basically we make it a political statement that if she does attempt to use the bow against the wishes of this group, she's going against the gods. Well, actually, she's unjustified in doing so because the gods themselves have been found to be unjustified. Does that make any sense? And basically, we're outing them as an enemy.
We want to do that in the middle of a war effort, though.
We really don't.
We can't do that. Not with everything going on. This is a fight that has to be fought in the shadows.
We just need to have a plan.
Perhaps if Hino had some kind of plan with how to deal with her own demon lordness, it would be easier for Onaji to not do that.
Well,
But
Hino.
I would need to hear the plan from the horse's mouth.
Well, the problem is I haven't told Hino because, well, A, that woman horrifies me, and B, I don't want her to just go murder Krachinos and Onaji.
That is a good point. That would put her in a bad place.
Granted, if Hino does go out and murder Krachinos for this, then that would actually give Onaji all of the rights in her divine pantheon to use the bow on, Hino.
Yeah, we don't need allies to go bicky-backy fighting each other while the world's fucking burning.
Precisely. I mean, before all of this happened, the gods did warn us that the families were going to fight and clans were going to fall. Clans have already fallen, several of them from the Underdark.
Well, so I'm just basically all I'm saying. I ain't telling Hino this because I did I lie to her? What did I do? Graham, remind me. I think I just told her something like, yeah, they had tea and they were just talking, gossip, and that stuff, talked about the war.
Really? Because my understanding is that you can't tell a lie, and I spoke with her the entire time.
Okay, listen. I can't tell a lie. You are absolutely correct. So I don't think she believed the word of what I said, and you did all the talking, because that woman scares me.
It also doesn't help the fact that she can see through every
about
lie. It doesn't help the fact that she can see through every lie possible.
Okay, that is also absolutely valid. Yeah, that's the thing. I forgot about that.
So,
That's why she...
to put it simple, May, Hino knows something's going on. We just wanted to bring it up to you and Al, considering that you are her parents.
Not to mention close friends of Onaji. Not to put it on you, but you're kind of the closest thing we have to a bridge that may be able to stop this conflict.
Well, Onaji said, from what you are saying, Onaji's not on board with it at the moment.
No, she's not. And hopefully we can keep it that way.
That would be the best case scenario.
But let's be honest, she would much rather take advice from you than from the blithering idiots on this side of the table.
Yeah, I don't think she takes much stock in my advice.
I mean, depends if I'm talking philosophical. I get a little bit there, but that's about it.
I'm going to post the entire conversation.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just going to post it in the general chat. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because Graham is just going to
Blah, 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 words.
blah blah magic powers and... Okay, thank you.
Is someone purring in the mic? Damn.
It's actually my cat.
But yeah, this is the entire conversation.
Yeah. So the hope is we can keep Onaji kind of in a wishy-washy state, but we can't let Hino get mad and hit Krachinos, because then Mama's gonna come packing.
I mean, yes, obviously we don't want this to boil to a head. Unfortunately, and I'm sorry to say this, that doesn't withhold the fact that if we are going to collapse the Abyss, once we kill all of the demon lords that are currently a threat,
What was collapsing?
we'll still technically be a demon lord and still have a connection to the Abyss, so it will exist still.
What's collapsing the Abyss like the initial plan? I thought it was just killing the demon lords.
If you somehow manage to completely seal away and destroy a demon lord's soul, there won't be anything to claim land and power in the Abyss. That is what it feeds off of. The Abyss is an infinite expanding part of the multiverse, of our plane. Without the souls to claim those new layers, they're just going to be building up more and more power until they ultimately collapse in on itself, therefore completely destroying the plane.
But if Hino doesn't go there and it just sits by itself,
the plane will still collapse.
Oh, so we won't even really have to worry about it.
Because if you all have noticed, she's going to pull out the list of all of the demon lords that you guys are fighting. Notice that there's somebody missing on this list.
Her?
No, not her. Floros.
I don't know who that is.
He was originally the demon lord of fire.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he the one that is inside of her now?
That is correct. Floros would have been all over this fight, causing as much damage and destruction as he could. I didn't get a chance to ask Hino, but I have a feeling that she already killed Floros in this world.
I mean, I believe it. Technically, if she killed him wherever she went for all those years, and then by the time she came back, she just had his powers or something.
But to establish herself as the demon lord of fire, she had to have killed this world's Floros.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
In my personal opinion, if Hino really is on our side, no offense, Mayonel, if she really is on our side and she has complete control over her demon lord powers, as long as she doesn't go back to the Abyss before it can collapse in on itself,
We good.
we're fine.
What
And
if
if she truly is on our side, then she won't. Because this was her plan. Well, her and the rest of the Nine's plan.
I don't think they have a reason to bother going back.
May's gonna
What I
speak.
understand, no, they don't.
May is gonna speak up, and she's gonna say, Hino might have made a major mistake being a demon lord. However, with her story, she didn't have much of a choice. It was the only way that she could have made it back.
I mean, I look at it this way. Given what I've seen from the plane of time, we are currently on the best timeline.
Um.
I know it seems ridiculous, but trust me, we are.
What? A timeline where we have the possibility of saving the world is better than the one where apparently Hino goes full batshit crazy and destroys everything and everyone.
Yeah, so yeah, there was a separate timeline. Basically, if Hino stayed here, Hino would have been a hero. Blah 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 blah. Yay, Hino! And then Hino eventually doesn't win the fight against Fireman woman,
Ifrit.
whatever the name is. And we lose the plane entirely. So best timeline.
That timeline that we're talking about, May, and now is what is fueling Krachinos' paranoia.
Yeah.
If
in
his mind, in Krachinos' mind, if Hino wasn't able to control the spirit of Ifrit in that timeline, what makes her so sure that she has complete control over a demon lord?
Yeah.
There's a lot of information we don't know about the other plane she was in. Or crystal sphere, I think it was.
I don't know.
You could say a separate reality.
But
Thank you for simplifying that for me.
regardless of speculation and this, that, and the other thing, it's just necessary to be aware of the brewing situation so we can take the kettle off the burner before it boils over.
Okay, so then how about we do this? I will do everything that I can to make sure that Hino and Krachinos are not in the same area. Okay?
Thank you.
Naotsu, I have your first assignment now. I need you to watch over Onaji. Okay? Your job is to keep an eye on Onaji in Algaroth and make sure that she doesn't turn on us. At the current moment in time, she is not considered an enemy. Krachinos, however, I am going to have to dub him an enemy of the White Lotus. However, I will not tell the guild. Because if I do, they will turn on him.
They would pass, yeah.
One
major issues.
One even the smallest member of the White Lotus accidentally tries and attacks him, it's gonna give it away.
And all that sneaking around and lip reading was for nothing.
At the same time, while I'm keeping Krachinos away from Hino, Naotsu is overwatching Onaji. We need to make sure that Hino doesn't do anything rash.
As long as she doesn't do anything that would mark her as
An enemy.
an enemy or something dangerous,
Or
I think we should be fine.
or put her in a critical state.
Mm-hmm.
If
I will say this.
if something happens to her and leaves her vulnerable, she's dead.
Yeah.
I will say this. Even though I am technically part of the information gathering sect of the Nine,
You dare tell this to anyone, Morgan, I swear to God.
let me finish my statement, William. I have no idea where the rest of the sect is stationed or what they're doing. There's no telling whether or not she has somebody watching Kratronos as well.
For what I was able to gather, poking around for Reese, nobody was watching Krachinos.
The only person who was keeping any kind of tabs on him was me,
I guess
because I could track him magically no matter where he goes.
I would think that no one was keeping track of him because he, kind of had me and Grim looking at him.
Yes, but now that you both are here, there's no telling whether or not she's going to have somebody watching him.
Which is the reason why I'm sending Naotsu to go do it.
Look at Onaji.
To no, she's gonna go watch over Krachinos.
Oh, I thought she was looking at Onaji.
Yeah, you said Onaji.
Did I say Onaji?
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Oh, all right, Onaji. I might have. No, I said May is going to do her best to make sure. No, you guys are right. I'm an idiot. To make sure that Krachinos and Hino don't get together while Natsu looks over Onaji.
Right.
Okay, and then the rest of you are going to go find and kill Baphomet.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I think our order should be Baphomet, Kostashi, Pazuzu. Then I guess Higenti. So that way all of the demon lords that are currently on the overworld are gone. At least the ones that we know of. And it would only leave War up here, which I don't know.
Let's shoot for a different day.
Yeah. I don't know. Is War stronger than
A demon lord.
Plague?
Hino,
Or is he weaker than Plague?
according to what Hino was telling me about the horsemen, War is the strongest of the four.
Okay, yeah. Forget that. He's last.
Also, don't forget he's not on Abaddon or Abaddon.
Abaddon is collapsed now, as far as we can tell.
Yes, but he's not
Because he's
as
no longer
strong.
there.
He's not as strong because he's not on Abaddon. When he's on Abaddon, he's stronger. We were
This-
fighting them
We're-
at basically full power.
We're not exactly sure about that anymore. Yumari had a theory that we're hoping is wrong. But her theory stated that because Abaddon is gone, War is manifesting as much power as he can with the help of the Demon Lords.
So we'll need to get rid of the demon lords before we can fight him.
It's either that
Understood.
it's either that or War starts making a move and we find out that he's strong, as if not more stronger than he would be on Abaddon.
And this war can only be fueling him.
Correct. The longer it goes on, the stronger he gets.
So we'll just need to end the war as quickly as we can. Right?
Easier said than done.
Unfortunately, I would have to agree. Alright. She's going to stand up and say, "We have our assignments.
Let's go do the thing.
Good luck." And
Morrigan
then-
has never been to the academy, so she cannot teleport us there.
Yeah, I've never been there either. Squish.
Squish was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
Squish has been at the academy.
we all are now in the academy.
Well, we're down at Noctis and Vitalis. This is gonna be fun.
All right. Grim is going to excuse herself and go back to her brother.
Let's go.
To the academy we go.
Oh,
Onward.
we're actually doing combat.
I mean,
It's only 8:30.
Not a
yes,
problem.
we're down a wizard and a paladin, but we can do it.
We've still got a spear and shield.
Hey. As long as he's on the ground, we're pretty effective.
And a Dave. Can't
And
forget
a-
a Dave.
Dave's a pretty good one.
Well, if he's in the air, I can get us both there if you move.
That's true.
You honestly think, Josh? Do you honestly think we stand a chance against Baphomet down 2 people?
That's the reason why I'm looking at his character page right now.
That's absolutely valid.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching classic cartoon skits.
Matt, what's your AC right now?
It can sit at a 48. It's passively sitting at a 48. After some loving tender care, I can get it up to like a 52. I want to say, no, a lot higher than that, like 62. I think the most I can get is a plus. Oh, actually, plus 10, and then I get another 50. I think
You
I
can do a
get,
plus 14 from your gauntlets and your monk ability.
yeah, right? Because it's 4 from.
That's not including your standing still.
Oh, that's right. So it's 12. That's what it is. So yeah, 60.
Congrats, you beat me in AC.
And that's the reason why I was asking Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Defender Gauntlet's now 6, and then it's 4 from the key point, and then it's 2 from if I'm standing still. I feel like I'm redlining. No, I'm not. Okay.
No, you're not redlining. I heard you.
Okay. And then I think that would go back down to 58 if I'm big.
So adding that plus that.
And then we would match.
Not to mention is this with raise. There is a potential of somebody dying.
Ugh.
There's a potential of that in every demon lord we fight.
Not Baphomet. Not Baphomet.
Oh.
He's actually not that strong, believe it or not.
Still can't fight him with the 5 of us, huh?
Would need one more of us to fight him and be relatively better off.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you're back with us now permanently, right?
Yeah, I should be good from here on out. I'm gonna be traveling next Thursday, but I'll be already stopped for the evening. I just may be a little late than I would like because I'm moving through time zones that day.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Should be fine.
So
And Jomini should no longer be sick, and hopefully Jen will not have work.
right. So in that case, then shall we call a little bit of an early session? Jen, it's okay. You're fine. Don't worry about anything. I'm also banning that bot. Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I'm not looking at his Twitch.
Yeah, Jen, you're
You're
fine.
fine.
Don't worry about it.
No,
So
I
we're
just-
gonna go ahead and call an early session here. And then starting next week, I will prepare the Baphomet encounter, and I will also prepare the Kostashi encounter.
Okay.
Yes, because if we could
Okay.
get through Baphomet fast enough, I
Yeah.
would like to then immediately transition to Kostashi.
Yeah, like a little bit of travel time, heal, blah blah blah. But yeah.
Just long enough to heal. Heal and get our spells back. Because
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to be wasting too much time.
Yeah,
No,
you guys don't have a lot of time left.
no, absolutely. And we've only killed 3 out of 9.
I believe so. Out of possibly 9, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, we
I only have 8 left.
only 8 left.
Well, with recent events, I'm guessing you can also count Krachinos. as a
Are we
problem.
actually going to have to kill him?
No, we could just, you know, do the knocky out.
You hope.
Honestly, it might be better to just put a permanent anti-magic field on top of him and then shove him into the astral sea.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, can't we just put him in a cell?
A cell that
Just teleport out of it.
a cell that is going to contain literally the most powerful mage on Avalon.
Oh, you put an anti-magic field around it.
He's a mythic level character, Joe. Matt,
Anti-magic field.
I'm not a fucking mage, but he can't pick a goddamn lock. I put money on that.
No, but knock.
Is not able to use an anti-magic field?
No.
So you just put the boy in an anti-magic field, lock him in a box, he can't get out.
True. Yeah, I mean, we could always throw him in the vault.
can't do the vault. The vault won't work either.
Really?
Yeah, the vault will not work either.
Well, we could always ask the architect.
Can you make us a Cratchinus-proof room?
Yeah. Can you give us a room that Krachinos can never break out of, and
You
then
wanna-
throw him in there, please?
You want to go back into the Vault of Silence?
I want to eventually go back into the Vault of Silence after the war.
I want the money.
I want the Necronomicon.
Regardless,
I want to punch a dragon.
Again.
Punch the dragon.
Again. Let me rephrase that then. I want to punch Kratronos, or not Kratronos, Cycrix's dragon.
Alright, we can do that later. But what is it? No, I don't want to kill Kratronos. I would like to, but like, I mean, William would definitely not want to kill Kratronos. He would want to try and restrain him.
I'm gonna have to do a little side thing with Jomini. And I hope his luck is. I hope he's feeling lucky.
He's never lucky.
Well, I'm
Surprised
hoping.
he hasn't forgotten anything yet.
Well, I hope he's feeling lucky, because because you guys actually do want to save Krachinos. I'm not going to completely railroad you into killing him. There is going to be two ways you can go about doing this for saving Krachinos, at least. If Jomini manages to get his rolls, he will discover a way and let you guys know what it is.
So I feel like Jomini's gonna be able to Avatar the Last Airbender to this shit and take where Krachinos' magic.
The second option is going to be for you guys to re-enter the Vault of Silence and find the architect. But at the same time, you do run the risk of going through some of those rooms again.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So, in that case then, I will let you guys dabble on that, and I will talk to Jomini off camera. In the meantime, chat, next week, Matt, what time do you think you're going to be on?
well, let's see. I'm hopefully gonna be where I'm staying the night around like 5, but that's gonna be like, that's me thinking 5 here, so probably around 6.
Okay.
So I should make normal time,
Which
but I
should
must
be
go-
about 7 here, yeah?
No.
No. He's thinking in our time zone.
I'll be moving from the central time zone because I'm passing Chicago. I'm moving past the center time zone back into the East Coast. I'll be in like Indiana or something.
Okay.
Okay, so in that case then, do you want me to give you a little bit of a buffer, like 6:30?
I will let you know, but yeah, let's just shoot for normal time.
Okay.
And I'll let you know if I'm running late.
Okay, that's fine. In that case then, chat, next week, double feature Demon Lord fight. Prepare for tons of combat. Baphomet, the Demon Lord of Beasts, at the Galahad Academy, and Demon Lord Koshtashi at the peaks of Father and Dur.
Mountain time.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.
Wish us luck.
Oh, we're gonna need it.